Well, good morning. Thank you so much for tuning in to Miami Valley View, a public affairs program brought to you by iHeartMedia Dayton. I'm your host, Dave Alexander, and Super Bowl is now over. Unfortunately, the Bengals did lose. Baseball season is still several months away, so that means we're in the midst of college basketball season, and nothing says college basketball like the tournament and what we have here in Dayton. We're looking forward to the big hoopla that's coming up the weekend before the actual tournament starts. Going to be a blast, and joining us this morning to talk all about it and the impact that it has had on our city is from Downtown Dayton Partnership, Sandy Gudorf. Hi, Sandy.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
Good morning. And Commissioner Judy Dodge. Hi.
Well, hi, and we couldn't be more pleased to be here to brag about our hoopla. We're so proud of this organization.
Absolutely. So we're celebrating a pretty big anniversary this year, right?
You better believe it. You talk about the excitement of basketball and the tournament. Well, it all starts here, right in Dayton, Ohio, with the first 4 games.
Yeah.
And
I think I've called it the road to the Final Four starts in Dayton, Ohio.
That's absolutely right.
Absolutely.
And I know, so it's been, since it actually started, it's been since 2001, I do believe. So, which shocked me when I was sent information over when the actual, they've called them several different names, those first several games here of the tournament. And I was like, there's no way that it started in 2001. And sure enough, I look it up. I'm like, holy cow. And I know the Big Hoopla has been a part of it for 10 years.
10 years,
10
yes.
years, yeah.
And it is really a great opportunity for our Dayton community on a whole lot of levels. Yeah. It puts the national attention, basketball attention right here in Dayton. Lots of energy, lots of passion. Yep. And then also it's an economic engine for our community because the games bring so many people in. Yeah. And a boom to our hotels, our restaurants, and everything else.
Yeah,
so
we're talking probably close to $5 million.
Really?
Yeah, for those few days. When people come in, they shop, they eat, they stay at the hotels. It's just wonderful. So we're very excited. We're always just, we throw out the red carpet for everybody. No question about it.
Well, there's a reason that it starts here in Dayton, Ohio. Mm-hmm. It's because, like you said, we're throwing the red carpet out. Mm-hmm. We're excited to have people come in and see, the area and enjoy it. And we're going to pamper you while you're here. And
absolutely.
And, you're absolutely right. The NCAA would not continue to bring the games to Dayton unless we do it right. Yeah. Better than right. And it is a very broad community partnership. Yeah. The local organizing committee consists of all kinds of companies, institutions, individuals who work together all year round, not only for the games in Dayton at the arena at the University of Dayton, but also the other events that we have leading up to the first 4 games.
Yes, which of course we will get to here in just a tad bit. Yeah. But I also think that you were mentioning, the NCAA wouldn't bring in basketball if we weren't doing it right. And Southwest Ohio is such a massive basketball area. There's been such spotlight on this area with the Cincinnati Bearcats doing their playoff thing, the Bengals, of course. And now, you come to basketball and people will fill in UD Arena. Yeah. It doesn't matter if they're flying in from wherever. It could still be packed with local folks. And I think that says a lot about, the Dayton community and what we're trying to support what's going on.
Absolutely. And, we have to apply for this every couple years.
Oh, you do?
Oh, yeah. And so we make sure that we dot our I's and cross our T's and show off everything we've done. And by gosh, we just continually get it because it's a good mid-sized area.
Yeah.
This isn't, like the large cities, New York, Cleveland, we embrace the teams. And one of the things I love to talk about, and that is when the teams are announced that, who's coming that Tuesday and Wednesday, our committee, we meet them at the hotel.
Oh, nice.
Team as they come in from the buses or whatever. And the smiles on those kids' faces.
That's cool.
Somebody cares enough that we get their theme song of their school and their colors. And so, we have a little group there that applauds them and everything and shakes ribbons, and we have cookies for them. And, we get notes later on from the coaches and some of the kids saying, thank you so much. That meant so much to us coming into Dayton. I'm sure some of them have been like, where's Dayton? What's that?
Right.
They know after this, I'll tell you. They're very impressed. So
yeah, and I think, it's I've watched the first 4 every year, and I'm a huge basketball fan, and I love watching it. And if you tune into the games, the first 4 games, the crowd is much heavier at UD than they are in the first 2 rounds.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's
like
it's incredible to see, because there's sometimes, lately that since they've kind of reformatted it a little bit, there'll be some higher ranked, maybe some better known schools that come in, but for the most part, it's some lesser known.
Yes.
You're looking at Southwest North Dakota State. And you're like, I haven't even heard of that.
Exactly.
But, people are coming to watch it, and I think it's really, really cool.
But we still pack the arena.
Still pack the arena.
And the energy and the enthusiasm that our community brings to it is pretty incredible.
Oh, yeah. And everybody always has a smile on their face. And I know that you, as well as Dayton Convention Center, we put flags up along the interstate. It says welcome NCAA, first 4. Then just think as the buses are rolling in or something's like, wow, they're really charged up about this. So we work very hard. We start meeting again, just a month or 2 after the first 4.
As soon as the national title is done, you guys are back in meetings again for the next year. So I know we're talking about the impact that was had and the support that this community has had. So it's a big impact. There's a lot of support, but I understand Big Hoopla is also really dedicated to the military side of things.
Mm-hmm. For sure. Mm-hmm. There is, as this community is hand in hand with all the airmen and women at Wright-Patterson.
Right.
And throughout the year, there's all kinds of activities to help make these folks feel welcome, that Dayton is their home. And through these efforts and others, over 100,000 tickets have been given to the airmen and women at Wright-Patterson Air Force Base. And so throughout the games and all the activities, there's all kinds of partnerships with the military, whether it's young men and women being sworn in at halftime during the games.
Yeah.
I know we're going to be talking about the Big Hoopla family event.
Absolutely.
But there'll be static displays and all kinds of things from Wright-Pat. Mm-hmm. So it's really a collaborative effort, within our community, but also with Wright-Pat Air Force Base.
Yeah, it's a huge amount of tickets. 100,000 that you've, or over 100,000 that you've donated to those at Wright-Pat, and that's really, really cool. And that just says, you're really you see what, what's necessary.
And that includes tickets to these games, but also like to the Schuster Center or the Phrase or other great opportunities within our community that we can, help them and their families really feel connected and be a part of our community.
Yeah, very cool.
And, Montgomery County is also one of we're one of the sponsors, and we're, a big part of this. And what we do, we get not many tickets, but we get enough that we also give them to some of our foster children.
Sure.
Those in developmentally disabled, in those departments. And, some of our volunteers that, have helped through the years at the county. So, we feel real good about that we pass those tickets out to those individuals.
So Judy, now that I've got you, tell me a little bit about, your personal involvement with Hoopla and how you've, been involved in it all these years.
Well, I think I've been involved, the commissioners, Debbie Lieberman and Carolyn Rice, we've been involved basically since day one. We just saw this as just such a great thing for our whole community. It isn't just
Right.
the city of Dayton, it's
Sure.
our whole Montgomery County.
Yeah.
So, we've been involved. We go to the meetings, we, participate, and we contribute. And, we couldn't be more excited. And we're, to me, one of the highlights is when these kids get off the buses.
Absolutely.
I have to tell you, that is just such a great feeling.
Especially, if you're from somewhere, like I said, the fictional Southwest North
Exactly.
Dakota state.
Exactly.
I don't know where I'm going. I've never been to Dayton, Ohio. This might be their first time involved in this kind of tournament, and to get such a warm welcome, I'm sure they're hugely appreciative of it.
Well, and I would just like to add that we couldn't do this without our entire community, and not only volunteers, but the financial support.
Sure.
And I know I've been on the local organizing committee since it was formed.
Yeah.
And Montgomery County has been a lead sponsor and advocate for all of these efforts. So Judy, Montgomery County, and so many others, we could not do this without that financial support.
Thank you.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Yeah. Well, to us, it's a win-win. You know, it's a win-win. There's no question about it.
Right.
This is just such a good thing,
a
great PR thing. Just to think about it, our name is mentioned with the national guys that, talk the game. What do they call them?
Sure. All our
Sportscasters.
Our broadcasters.
Broadcasters.
Announcers. Yeah.
Judy.
I mean, and of course,
Yeah.
UD has, remodeled some stuff,
Yeah.
and so it's a gorgeous arena, and so we're just couldn't be more thrilled just to show it off.
We get to show off our community.
Yeah,
Exactly.
So, Judy, Sandy, sorry, with throughout downtown Dayton partnership, what do you guys? How much involved are you throughout this whole process?
We are very involved, and we lead the organization, lead the Hoopla event.
Yeah.
But this is, as Judy was saying, this is really an economic boom for our community.
Right.
And especially our local downtown restaurants, pubs, retail shops.
Yep.
They benefit from all of these people coming in because, downtown is just a hop and a skip from downtown.
Arena, right?
And especially, coming out of the pandemic, these small businesses, they've been through such a hard time.
Right.
And so whenever we have big crowds like that, our businesses and our downtown community benefits.
Yeah.
So we have been involved. Like I said, I personally have been involved since the beginning, but my organization, the Downtown Dayton Partnership, we do all kinds of things because we know that this effort benefits our downtown and our downtown businesses.
Yeah. So, so the Hoopla is returning this year, which is outstanding. I'm so excited to be a part of it.
Yeah.
I do believe myself and my partner, Jeff Stevens, are all going to be there on that Sunday, and really, really looking forward to this. So, I mean, how did it, I know COVID must have had a massive impact when this festival unfortunately couldn't happen.
I know. And, it stopped like weeks before it was all scheduled back.
Well,
3
3
years
days
ago.
before the festival, they closed the state down.
That's right, because they were right in the middle of a tournament game somewhere, and all of a sudden,
remember that?
Killed it all off.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh,
so
yeah.
we're excited to bring the Hoopla Family Festival back to our community. And this event is on Sunday, March 13th.
Okay.
And the event runs from 2 to 7.
Okay.
And so we invite all your listeners, whether you're a basketball fan or not, to come downtown. It will be on 5th Street in the Oregon District.
Okay.
Yes. And so, there'll be great food, entertainment, music. We'll have large jumbo TV screens for all of these basketball fans.
There'll be a couple of basketball games
and
that
so
day.
You can watch games. There's
And then when they make the announcement
Selection Sunday.
Selection Sunday. So there'll be TVs all over on the street and in the tents, but then in also all of the businesses. And we've got 2 stages of entertainment, roving entertainment. There's a family tent. So bring your children. There's all kinds of interactive activities.
Right. Yeah, bring your family. It is a family festival.
Absolutely.
This isn't a
It really
basketball
is.
festival.
Right.
It's, it is a family festival. We're coming down here to celebrate what's happening, and we want your families there, and there's going to be a lot to go on. For instance, let's see. So it starts at 2, you said, and it's going to have plenty of like food trucks and all that kind of stuff. Any idea who's coming? I was trying to look, see if I found anybody, but
we don't have the complete layout yet. But the
Still a couple
important,
weeks
as
away.
I said earlier, the important thing is that you can come down and really support our local businesses inside their businesses. But quite a few of them will be vending out on the street.
yeah.
There will be, some alcoholic beverages, beer trucks and
Yeah.
everything. Or
So I'm guessing 5th Street will be closed.
yes.
Yeah, so it's free to walk around, kind of like the
yeah.
Dora was
Right.
over
like
the summer.
between Wayne and
It will be closed from Patterson,
Okay,
through Wayne.
through Wayne. Okay.
And so there'll be lots of activities, and
Yeah.
we encourage everybody to come down.
Yep.
There will be some special surprises, with some displays from Wright Patterson.
Oh, very cool.
And really showing off some technology.
Yeah.
And so we're excited about that.
That's cool.
There will be our main tent where, like I said, you can watch games
Yeah.
and have any other entertainment.
So yeah, like you said, there's not just basketball to watch. There's going to be like music there, like bands are going to be.
Yeah.
there. Yeah.
And bring your kids down
Bring
because
your
there'll
kids.
be all sorts of games that the kids can play. And remember, we had this in 2012, I think it was, Sandy, wasn't it?
That was the first
That was
one.
the first one, yep.
And oh my gosh, that was a great day. The sun was out. It was a nice day, and we had a big crowd, and we had a lot of positive comments about it. And thanks this year to CareSource and Cincinnati Bell are making this possible for this afternoon, for Sunday.
Yeah.
Sunday afternoon.
That's going to be fantastic.
Oh, it will be.
And there's other activities on that Sunday. There's a 4-miler run earlier in the day.
Okay. I have that information in front of
on
me.
Sunday morning.
Okay, I think it's 10 a.m.
Yes.
10 a.m. Welcome Stadium.
Yes.
Okay.
And then also there's what we call a STEM challenge.
All right.
And that will be at the convention center, and that starts at
1 p.m.
1 o'clock.
I'm looking at all the information I have
Okay.
here.
Oh, good.
And it's a really great opportunity. Kids can, there's some basketball competitions,
Yeah.
but it's really more about exploration, and interactive displays, and not only have fun with basketball, but there's an educational component where they can learn about STEM challenges and technology. So bring your children to that event, and then when you're done, you can just walk next door to the Oregon District and spend a day. And, all of this information you can find on the DaytonHoopla.com site. All the registration for some of these events and lineups of entertainment, and it's a packed full day of activities and music and all kinds of fun.
And you know what, Sandy and Judy, the best part about this whole event, it's free.
You better believe it.
There's no ticket. You don't need a ticket to get in.
No.
It is a free event. Come on down.
Come on
They're
down.
not taking tickets
Exactly.
on Patterson or on Wayne.
Yeah.
It's a free event.
And
sure.
I have to tell you that my grandchildren at the time,
Yeah.
we haven't had this for a couple of years,
Right.
were probably 7 and 9, something like that. And they went to the STEM challenge that day and just had a ball because they did the basketball where they,
Sure.
had like games or anyway.
Yeah, it sounds.
And
I'm
then-
looking at what it says now
all-
and how
they loved
it's
it.
promoting all these STEM fundamentals.
Yeah,
STEM is
yeah,
what
they loved
science,
it.
technology. What's the E? Engineering and math. But so you're learning more of those things through
Fun.
doing fun basketball things.
Yeah.
I'm like, that is what a way to learn.
Yeah.
Instead of, no offense to teachers at all, you guys are doing great jobs. But these kids are going to really have a lot of fun. but they might learn something as well.
Or something like, wow, I didn't know that this could. I'm going to be, I'm interested. I want more information. So it's a win-win again.
For sure. And then, we'll end the festival with a selection Sunday show, and then we'll find out who's coming to Dayton.
Yes. How fun is that? That's always a fun thing to watch, especially when they have, when the teams are up on the television and whatnot, and they see their name come up, and there's like, oh, this greatness, and then you see they're going to be coming here. You're like, all right, that's even better. Yeah, We're going to get these kids that, are just, they're thrilled to death that they got in, but now they're like, holy cow, no, I'm going to a completely different city. So it's going to be a lot of fun. I'll be out there from, I don't know how late, I might be there from the whole time. I think
you're going to be out there all day, my friend.
I think I'm 2 to 6 out there.
We're going to put you to work.
That's right.
Totally fun. That's what I'll be there for. So I'll be out there for the Family Fun Festival. And it's you really got to stress it that it is a family fun festival. Don't just because it is the big hoopla and, there's basketball involved. Even if you're not a basketball fan, there's going to be so much fun activities for you to do down there. Music, food, drink.
Yep.
Come on up. You're just going to have some speakers as well, from what I understand. So, please swing on down here.
And again, it's free.
Yeah, it's free.
And you can find all the information on DaytonHoopla.com.
Yeah.
And for anybody, we need lots of volunteers. So
you know what? I was going to ask you that.
If anybody wants to sign up, they can go to that website and, work.
Right.
I say work loosely. Volunteer for a couple hours and have fun with it.
Yeah.
I'm guessing you guys probably need a pretty good number of volunteers as well.
For sure. And for all the various
4-miler, and plus the STEM. I mean, there's a lot of things to do.
That you're going to need people to help with.
For all the events, we'll be needing over 300 volunteers.
Oh, wow.
So,
So you do need a lot of folks.
Yeah. So if anybody wants to give us a couple hours, they can go to that website and they can take a look at all the volunteer opportunities and sign up.
For a couple of hours and then hang out and enjoy the rest of the day. It'll be good weather. I know it will be.
I know.
Hopefully it will be good weather, but it should be. It's going to be a nice, and then, you'll get to see all these great things happening. And so let's run it down again. We have, the big hoopla is coming again. It's the festival and all the other things that are happening. It's been around. We're celebrating the 10th year of the big hoopla. We've got all these great things we're doing with the military, and then the day of Selection Sunday, which is March 13th. All kinds of events. We got the 4-miler, which is at Welcome Stadium. You do have to get registered. You can see all that information on that website we mentioned, DaytonHoopla.com. And that's open like at 10 o'clock in the morning. And it'll have, you have a little run there at 4 miles, Welcome Stadium and whatnot. And then we have the STEM Challenge, which once again, is such a cool idea. I don't know how you guys decided that was something you wanted to do, but that's brilliant.
I know.
And it's educational, but the kids don't really know it's educational because they have so much fun doing it.
Right. It's like tricking them to eat their vegetables, but you're tricking them into learning. This is what's really kind of cool. And that's happening where again?
At the Dayton Convention Center.
Okay, Dayton Convention Center, the STEM Challenges, and that's, I think, 1 o'clock is what it says here, and you got to get registered. But it's free. It's open, but you do need to get registered. I guess they want to make sure they have you have enough volunteers. They have to cut it off or whatever.
And I have to throw out that the Montgomery County is opening the Rybold building, the parking garage free. So
nice. You guys get free parking there as well at Rybold. Is where I park when I'm here at the studio, actually. So that event, the Hoopla STEM Challenge and Hot Shot Basketball Contest at the Dayton Convention Center. You can get registered beginning at noon. It's at 1 o'clock, and it's through K through 8th grade is what you're looking for. And I understand you probably had, near 1,000 kids maybe in years past?
Yes, for sure. It's a very popular event.
Yeah. And then it's just a hop, skip, and a jump right to the Oregon district.
Just walk right over.
Where the family festival celebration is going to be happening. And how fun is that? So we're looking forward, and it's all free. Yeah, I can't stress enough that it is free to the public. Come out and enjoy it. Even if your favorite team isn't from the area. Maybe you're hoping that, somebody else gets in and you can stick around, watch some basketball, listen to some great music. I do believe my co-host on the morning show is his band's going to be performing. So I'll be out there. A lot of great stuff going on.
Good.
So who else are I want to make sure we mention all the sponsors.
Yes. Again, we really appreciate CareSource and Cincinnati Bell for sponsoring the festival itself. There are numerous sponsors that sponsor all kinds of different events and contribute to all these activities.
Yeah.
But we couldn't do the festival without CareSource and Cincinnati Bell. And if I could add really quickly, thanks to RTA, the flyer, the blue buses, the free blue buses, they typically don't run on Sunday, but they are going to be running that Sunday from 2 to 7 to help get people from parking garages and lots and get them right to Patterson. So that's another way to get around downtown.
Yeah. So if the Rybold is packed, due to free parking, you can still park elsewhere, and the Dayton Flyer is going to take you right to it. So get information there. So we've got the family festival starting up at, what did we say?
2 o'clock.
2 o'clock goes on. Well, I also saw that in the area there that all the businesses are going to be open for brunch. So you can get in and grab something to eat before the festival starts. I mean, this is getting better and better with a moment.
I know.
Oh, for sure. All the, those restaurants that serve brunch, they're going to be open and you can come in. And after you run that 4-miler, you can come and you and your family can sit down and
you're gonna need
have a wonderful brunch and then enjoy basketball. Watch games, and then the festival starts at 2, and there's just, it's an action-packed day.
It'll go all the way up till 7 o'clock as they wrap up Selection Sunday that evening, but a lot of stuff going on from 2 until 7. A lot of bands, a lot of TVs, food trucks, drink trucks, all kinds of great stuff. Guest speakers, like I said, music, it's going to be a blast. Looking forward to it as always. Once again, if you need any information about any of this, whether it is the 4-miler or the STEM challenge or, what's going on at the Family Festival celebration, just check out the website. Which is DaytonHoopla.com. All the you can even volunteer information. Like you said, Judy was saying, or Sandy was saying that, you guys are going to need some volunteers. So please feel free to help out. It's going to be a blast. Sandy Gudorf, Judy Dodge, thank you guys so much for joining us.
Well, thank you.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah.